We will go ahead and
Thanks.
move on to the approval of the agenda.
So moved?
Second.
Motion Mary, second John. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Number 4, approved consent calendar, which is the minutes of the July 28th meeting and the payment of bills.
So moved.
Moved by Doug,
Second.
second by John. Any discussion? There's one name misspelled in there. It says John, and I think it should be Jordan Goodwater. So just a small little change there. Okay.
Corrections.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Brings us item number 5, consider approval of resolution 2043, authorizing application of the Sourcewell impact funding for the fire department.
So we've got 2 resolutions in a row here. Sourcewell does local government funding, and also public safety, and police and fire are separate from each other in that public safety funding. So the impact grants are up to $50,000 with no match that both the police and the fire department can apply for. So 2043 is related to the fire department. Part of the application, they want a resolution from the council, authorizing the application. And so the fire department's application is a new skid unit, which is the bulk of it for the grass trucks, some rescue auger, pressure fans, mini striker, basically some equipment that we then won't have to levy tax dollars for. So this comes up every year. I can't remember if we got one last year, for sure the year before, that covered a variety of stuff. So it's very beneficial for communities in Region 5.
I'll make a motion for the approval of resolution 2043.
Motion John, second Mary Jo. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. And we'll go on to resolution 2044, which is Sourcewell impact funding for police.
The police department basically is the exact same program, focused on police, up to $50,000, which is what we are requesting for the grant, and that would go towards one of our new squad cars.
I'll make a motion for the approval of resolution 2044.
Second?
Motion John, second Mary. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item 7, consider request for Sacred Heart Catholic Church to conduct a bingo and a raffle on October 18th, 2026 at Sacred Heart Catholic Church, 310 4th Street Northeast.
It's kind of an annual event over there at the church.
I'll make a motion for the approval of a request from Sacred Heart Catholic School for their bingo on October 18th.
Second.
Motion John, second Doug. Any discussion?
That's the church, correct?
Church.
Church. That's correct.
It's for the church. Yep.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item 8, consider approval of resolution 2045, decertifying tax increment financing district number 6.
So resolution 2045, just I guess by way of a little bit of background, when we do tax increment financing districts, we set a number of years or a maximum dollar amount when we establish the TIF districts. So we've got 3 of these here in a row that have either met the maximum number of years or the maximum dollar amount. Prairie View Apartments is the first one, 2045. 2046 is Staples Townhomes, which is Pullman, that were built in 2017. And then Timberlake Hotel is the 2047. So they've either hit the maximum number of years or the maximum dollar amount, so they'll be, with action tonight, decertified at the end of the year, and starting in pay 2027, that tax revenue will flow to the city, the county, and the school district. So this is the day we look forward to when we do TIF districts.
Yeah, it seems like we just did it, and now it's
I know,
great to have it come to fruition, you know.
So I would recommend approval of all three.
I will make that motion. Can we do all three at once, or
Probably
just,
better do them all separate.
okay. Well, I will do the first one. 2045.
I'll second.
Motion Mary, second John, for resolution 2045. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Entertain a motion for resolution 246.
So moved.
Second.
I don't know, that was pretty much a tie. Resolution 246, motion by Roy, second by John. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Entertain a motion for resolution 2047.
So moved.
Second.
Motion John, second Mary, resolution 2047. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Now, does the county let them know, or do we let them know?
We will send this resolution to the county, and then they take it from there. They're the ones that actually collect the property tax to begin with. So, yeah.
On to committee reports. The first committee is Staples Economic Development Authority.
EDA met on July 28th, had a couple of different items, real estate related, the two lots up in Valley View that we had discussed. With the contingency for the 18 months on there, they're going to hold off for 6 months on the acquisition of those because of the construction timeline. So hopefully 6 months from now, we'll be back having that same conversation. So just to make you aware of that. The property that the city owns east of Valley View neighborhood over, kind of butts 12th Street northeast up there, that's 60 acres. We talked and looked at a couple of different rough concepts for lot layout with the idea that they would be large, kind of almost rural residential type of properties. There'd be a well and septic, 3-4 acre parcels to be able to offer that within the city limits, the people that do want that larger, more rural type setting. So that we'll continue having discussion on that, working with Tim Kramer from KLD to continue to come up with different ideas as far as where the roads would run, how big the lots would be. I think we would want to at least allow for a future possible road across that swamp area to connect into Valley View. When we did the preliminary plat of Valley View, we made a provision for that within that plat. Not saying it would go in now or maybe never, but we would kind of incorporate that into the design. So we'll keep you posted on that, working with the EDA, looking at different concepts. Allison Medic from West Central Alliance, the Wadena County Economic Development Group was at our meeting. We've been talking about housing studies, and there's an effort within Wadena County to do another more detailed county-wide housing study. We want to participate in that. Obviously, our last detailed housing study has been probably over 10 years ago now. We would want to make sure that we include all of the Todd County portion. So we had a meeting a couple weeks ago. We've got another one coming up here in a couple more weeks, looking at funding. There's a variety of funding sources going into it. I think we would be on the hook possibly for $1,000, which is pretty cheap way to get a good housing study. Be done by Maxfield. So when the time comes, I'll bring that to the EDA and council's attention. And then EDA director position, have been in communication with David Drown Associates. They will do a search again at a very substantially reduced rate. And I have applied for third-party reimbursement from Sourcewell to cover that cost. So once I hear back from them, we'll go ahead and get it posted and see what we get. So that's all I have, unless there's questions.
I just have a question, that wasn't part of your meeting, but a question on those townhomes that were gonna be built up in Valley View by the group from,
The Blue Spruce Group?
yeah. Are they going to do anything with that property?
I hope so. I hope so. They've got other projects going on and apparently in Detroit Lakes and Parkers, and the last time I talked to him, he wasn't sure if they would get going on it this fall or next spring. So the clock is ticking on that though. You know,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
the tax increment clock is gonna start ticking, and then there's also that 4-year window that we put into the purchase agreement, so.
Yeah, because we just haven't heard anything about it, so I thought, check. Can tell them the council is wondering.
I will.
Yeah, that will carry a lot of weight.
All right, move on to Public Works Commission.
At our meeting last Tuesday, the first item we discussed was establishing a program where we will work with homeowners on removing diseased trees. We took this idea from the city of Faribault. They're doing it, their reason being that a bunch of ash trees were dying in their town, but we've identified several properties in town that have a dead or diseased tree on them, and they've been there quite some time, and a lot of times the reason they don't get cut down is because it takes a professional, which then raises the cost of removing the tree. So by doing this, the city will coordinate the project, and we'll work with homeowners. They will coordinate the contractor. Obviously, we'll pay the upfront cost, and then the homeowners would pay a 5-year assessment. So we would remove the tree down as far as where it's no longer a nuisance and not visible, but we would leave the stump. The homeowner chooses to do that on their own some other time, that's fine. And the participation would be voluntary, but the commission recommends that we establish this program, and we're looking for approval from the council on this.
I'll make a motion for the approval of the disease tree removal program.
Second?
Motion John, second Mary. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I'll go down to the S1 agreement. We reviewed that in a little more detail. I just want to make sure that the council's comfortable with all the information they have. I passed on the agreement to our attorney for his signature, and the commission feels like they'll be ready to approve, but I just want to make sure that the council is as well. If not, I can bring more information in September. Otherwise, we'll proceed as planned. It's something we've done a number of years. 17 was last time, 07 before that, and I think it was 2000. So it's a pretty standard thing, but again, like I said, I just want to make sure you're comfortable. Without hearing any concerns, I'll move on. We finished the municipal power advantage report. Before you guys leave, I do want to run back to my office and get one for each of you so you can have it. Yeah, I want to get one for you too, Mark. Look at it. Feel free to show it, carry it around with you if you'd like. And I mean, it's a really great report that shows what the advantages are of owning your own electric utility. So
It's a well-done
Yes,
And it's not real technical, and it's very nice to be
Yes.
able to take around and have people read it.
right.
And see it.
It speaks in clear terms. It shows the clear advantages, and it's, you know, it's not a 30-page document. It's like 6, 7 pages, something like that. So I will get one for you as soon as the meeting's over. And then there's an energy services roundtable presented by Missouri River in Detroit Lakes on September 29th. If anybody's interested in attending, please let me know. And if there are any other, or if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, that's all I have.
Questions for Scott? Thanks, Scott. If not, we'll move on to open forum. Anyone would like to take this opportunity to speak at open forum? Move on to city administrator's report.
Just a couple of quick items. I passed out invite to the grand opening ribbon cutting out at the Farmers Union processing facility, which is next Tuesday, the 18th. And note that there is an RSVP down in the bottom. I want to have some kind of an idea on head count. So if you are able and interested and want to go to that, go ahead and either call or fire an email, or you can let me know and I'll do it on your behalf. So it's a long process to get to where we are. So they're up and running.
It really looks nice there. It's really improved the looks of that property, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to go tour it. I hope they're not doing any butchering that day.
That's funny. I hope they are.
Yeah. I graduated from South St. Paul. I remember all that.
Oh, the Packers.
Railroad days coming up here rapidly, so we'll be ready for that, from the city standpoint. And kind of related to that, I'll just give you a little bit of 4th Street construction update. So again, every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, we have a construction meeting. So if you're interested in attending, we typically meet right out by the 4th Avenue, 4th Street, by the Sacred Heart School. 3rd Avenue will not be paved, but they will have it all graded, so it's nice and smooth for the parade crossing, which is going to run on 3rd Avenue. The plan as of today is that the paving will start on the 24th. So unfortunately, be the week following railroad days. But they need to inject some sort of chemical into it and let that sit for 5 days, and it's just not going to work to get it paved ahead of time. As far as the pipe goes, the pipe from Park Avenue up to Dower, the water main is now done. Water main is in. They're up north of Summit today with sanitary sewer. I think the plan is either tomorrow or Thursday to run back down to Park Avenue and get the storm sewer brought across so they can get that all tidied up and cleaned up. So that crossing will be open for railroad days, which will kind of facilitate some of the parade lining up. So once that sanitary and the water main, then they've got to go back and hook up all the services. So the section from all the way along in front of the elementary school and the section from 3rd Avenue up to Park at the north end of the football field will be paved before school starts. The other stuff will come after that. All of the fiber and copper lines are now out of the way for the judicial ditch box culvert replacement. So it's probably going to be 2-3 weeks before that actually happens now with the schedule flip-flop. But it's coming along.
So did we have many residents take advantage of getting their sewer and water changed?
Not really. Most of them were already
they've already been done?
Every stub, you know, out to the property line is updated. So we don't have any old galvanized, lines up to the curb stop, that type of thing. But, like Scott said, I think it was Brenny.
Yeah, Brady Funeral Home did,
Yeah. There were several people that did everything from the property line in previously, and a couple that actually had to go out in the street, before this project.
Just don't want the street dug up 15 minutes after it gets done.
Well, yeah, it's the only thing I can guarantee is it won't be too long and somebody will need to do something. But it's kind of the way it always seems to work. So,
So
but
will
they're
Third and Fourth you'd be able to drive across those?
Third Avenue?
Third and Fourth, is that?
Well, Third Avenue, the intersection by the post office Catholic Church,
That'll
they'll
be
be able to
Third
drive
Avenue.
across that.
Yeah. And then,
And then the one up at Park Avenue.
okay. That'll be,
There won't be any actual Fourth Street traffic, north and
Right,
south.
right.
And then Warner, of course, will also be
yeah.
a crossroad up there, so. But it's your typical underground project where it looks like they're digging in the same place every day for weeks and weeks and weeks, but they're actually not. They maybe only moved over 10 feet and started going again, but have to have that separation between the water and sewer. But it's coming along.
It's great to see the new curb and gutter, then you know are moving along.
Yeah, it actually looks like progress then at that point, so. National Night Out at the airport, last week. I think, Al Coling with Rotary said he grilled 423 hot dogs. I don't know for sure how many people were there, but it was a lot of people. Great turnout.
Well, it was one hot dog per person, so,
Well,
You
I had more than one, Mary.
did you? One for each one of your family then, but
I'll also tell you I had more than one dilly bar. But it was a beautiful night. Weather-wise, you couldn't ask for a better night. I want to thank, we had reps from, obviously, our police department, our fire department, Motley Fire, Todd County, Wadena County, Cass County, DNR, had both
ambulance.
firefighting and conservation officers there. So it was really good.
It was a wonderful night. And we couldn't ask for better weather either, so.
No, perfect. The only thing that made it better was a helicopter.
Well, they had a 5-hour flight that
Yeah, I
they
know.
had to do, so I guess if that were,
We'll cut them a little slack.
if that were for me, I would
They were
rather
saving
than,
somebody's life.
yeah.
It's amazing.
And the ambulance was there, so, yeah.
Yeah, lots of good comments from the people that were there. Kids had a great time.
Yeah. No, it's a great opportunity for people to interact with law enforcement and fire departments, so.
Or even to sit in there when they're eating and chatting with neighbors and other people. It was a great night. I'm glad we were able to do it. And the Dairy Queen donated, between the two of them, 430 dilly bars. That's a big donation. So I think we spent a little, right around $500 to feed 400 plus.
It's a good deal. Thanks, to Staples Motley Beyond Poverty that does that. Lakewood has a bunch of volunteers there. Rotary, Al Coling brings his grill, and we had, I don't know, probably 10, 12 Rotarians there. And
I think they enjoyed their night there too,
they did.
seeing all the people come.
Yeah. It's a great social event, so.
Nice place to have it.
Can I make a motion to adjourn, or?
I'll make a motion to
That's
adjourn.
Brian's job.
Motion Roy,
Second.
second Mary to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Gerald, all I do is picture you like Joey Chestnut shoveling 3 hot dogs at a time.
I didn't say I ate them at one time.